This is Coach Kev, Black Diamond National Director with this amazing company, Own Easy. On this video, I'm going to explain to you our 75 for all mission. Our goal is to help increase homeownership rate all over the country and to help you get mortgage ready. I want you to really understand that homeownership has been declining for generations. If you're like me and you're a millennial, millennials are likely or least likely to own a home, not on our watch. I'm not sure where you are or where you're from, but it's important for you to know that you have the ability to become a homeowner. And this entire program will help you get to new heights, but also put other people that you know in position to be a homeowner. And as you can see, millennials, Generation X, baby boomers, or even the silent group have outgrown the millennials and becoming homeowners. And I'm telling you right now, it doesn't matter if you're renting right now, you won't be doing that forever. Where you are right now is not where you're going to stay. And this exact program will help you get there. There's a major racial inequality around home ownership in the United States. Let's look at home ownership rate by race. As you can see, non-Latino whites, they're at 75%. Asian Americans, they're at 60%. LGBTQ and Hispanics are at 49%. And African American people of color are at 44%. This disparity created a major wealth gap in the United States, but it also birthed this amazing goal or this amazing mission, which is to increase home ownership rate 75% for all. And that means you. Now, remember, there are three barriers to owning a home. The first is credit. All right. Now, the average credit score among Americans is 716. Okay. Black Americans are at 677, right? And 15% of Black and Latinos in the United States are credit invisible. That means they don't even have credit. And I'm not sure if you're in that category, but I promise you, you got to do something different. And this service is the answer. The second thing is cash flow. Okay. Nearly 60% of Americans don't have enough savings to cover a $500 unplanned expense or emergency. And you got to realize, depending on what type of loan you want to get, you may need a down payment. And then the last barrier is lack of financial literacy. I remember learning so much because of this program. And I really wish I would have learned some of these things when I was in my 20s. I would even take my 30s, all because I understand now the importance of financial literacy. And this program will help you get that. Now, our goal and our mission, our vision as well, is to help 1 million people become homeowners in the next 5 years. Let's talk about the two gentlemen at the helm. The gentleman with his arms folded, Mr. George Newberry, uh, co-founder and CEO of this amazing company with multiple decades experience in the real estate game. He started early in his career as a loan officer, helping people prevent themselves from going into foreclosure. So when you think about that, he has the heart to serve and it's perfectly aligned with this mission. And let's talk about the president and co-founder, Mr. Chet Seeley. We call him a leader's leader. He's actually helped three other businesses reach $1 billion, millions and millions and millions in sales. And also, he's positioned other people to teach what we're doing. Now, these two gentlemen together, I call peanut butter and jelly. It's just an amazing thing to understand that their vision is coming to life through all of us. And this program will help empower consumers because it's an AI-enabled tool to resolve credit reporting errors, identify, right? It's a tool that helps people identify and handle whatever's going on with their credit or their financial goals. They can leverage this program. And then lastly, anyone that wants to be trained to become a part-time loan officer and title representative, they can take advantage of this program. But I want you to understand the goal is to help you improve your score and put you in a better position to get your buying power back. Maybe you're renting and you don't realize the cost of rent. Did you know that you'll be paying 100% of interest, or you're probably doing that now, right? Versus 0% principal. And I do this exercise all over the country. And you may want to do this. Think about or write down how much money you are investing right now on rent on a monthly basis. And then you take that number, it times it by 12. That'll show you how much money you're putting out on a yearly basis to rent. And when I did this exercise, it opened up my mind on how important it is for me to become a homeowner. And I did this over and over and over again until it was time for me to make the move. I started working on my credit. I had negative items on my credit report. Maybe you're in the same situation, but remember, your credit impacts your ability to purchase a home. And remember, other than the home, there's so many other things that can affect you. What about getting an apartment? What about interest rate? Because your credit score is high, your interest rates are high. Okay. It's not allowing you to have more and more opportunities for yourself. And also remember, your credit can also affect job opportunities, your insurance rate, your insurance premiums. Just think about that. Did you know that certain areas in certain states, utilities, in order for you to get utilities, they look at your credit? Down here in South Florida, that's one of the main things that they look at to determine how much your deposit will be. So remember, having compromised credit will be affecting you in so many other ways, not just purchasing a home. Did you know errors on your credit report are common? I remember having so many items on my credit report that are derogatory and also major errors. And I really wish I would have had this program like you have in front of you 10 years ago when my credit was horrible, right? This is an AI-enabled platform, and you can dispute and correct errors on your credit report like foreclosures, auto loans, evictions, repos, credit card balances, bankruptcies, collections, you name it. These derogatory items will not only affect you from improving your credit score, but also put you further and further away from becoming a homeowner. Did you know over 100 million consumers have low to no credit score? This is by Yahoo Money. So remember, you're not alone, but you can also fix what you're ashamed of. This is how your credit score is calculated. Now, this slide, this is one of the financial literacy slides. If I would have really learned this when I was in my 20s and 30s, it would have changed everything for me. Now, here's how your credit score is calculated. The first thing I want you to think about is payment history, right? So you want to pay your bills on time or before time. I remember growing up, my mom told me all the time, pay your bills on time. And I remember that. But I didn't know that it was 35% of my credit score. Now, what about credit card utilization? Maybe you have a credit card that's almost maxed out and you don't realize that the fact that it's almost maxed out and you have over 30% of your card usage, your credit score is going down. Now, if you have $1,000 limit on that credit card and you have, let's say, $900 charged on it, just know as long as that credit usage is over 30% every single month, potentially your credit score can be going down. Now, if you look at the utilization and paying your bills on time, if you add those two things up, just those efforts are 65% of your credit score, which is in your control. What about length of credit? Let's say, for instance, you have a credit card with many, many years of positive history. One of the things I see people do around tax time, they get a lump sum of money, so then they pay off all of the credit cards and they do the unthinkable. They basically close the account, eliminating all of that credit history, which will also bring your credit score down. And the fact that that's 15% of your credit score, you want to leave every single card or account that you can that's in good standings that you've been paying for many, many years. You want to use that to continue to help you build credit. Even if you have to charge a bottle of water once a month just to keep usage or activity on it, because sometimes some creditors will close your account for inactivity. But that's 15% of your credit score. And then another 10% is credit mix. You want to have a different credit mix. You can have a car note, you can have a mortgage, You can have credit cards, you can have furniture loans, you name it. That's about 10%. And then you want to have new credit. Now, you want to be careful with running your credit. This is where you can have inquiries on your credit that can destroy your credit score. So be very intentional about anything that you want to apply for, because you will get an inquiry on your credit report. Now, I want you to realize this program is not only empowering people to be mortgage ready, but it's giving them the tools so they can be a part of their own rescue. Now, it's very efficient, very effective. Why? Because it's this cutting edge AI technology. This software is tailored. These dispute letters are automatically generated to be personalized for everyone's situation, especially yours, leveraging your consumer protection laws to challenge inaccuracies on your credit report is advised. And I love this because it does it so fast. The efficiency, it will save you so much time. And remember, because this is AI technology and this is state of the art AI powered credit software, it thinks faster than you and I. It's quicker, right? It's more precise. And when you really look at this, you can also leverage this program to monitor your credit score 24 hours a day. You'll have access to track everything that's going on. And I love this program. Now, you may be looking at this and thinking, well, how much does this cost? It's not $1,500. It's not $2,000. But I want you to understand, if you're not mortgage ready yet, this program could potentially get you there. You can leverage the advanced AI dispute technology where you can dispute items on your credit report, no matter it's 5 items or 50 items or 500 simultaneously. Maybe you need a better understanding about your debt. You need a debt analysis tool. This program can help you analyze your entire credit report, your Equifax, your TransUnion, and your Experian. And just for the sake of time, I'm not going to go over every single thing on this platform because it is comprehensive, but I want you to know you also get a will and trust included, as well as $1 million identity fraud insurance. And I know most people, they go on certain platforms and they maybe know what's on their Equifax, or maybe they know what's on their TransUnion, and they're trying to figure out what's on their Experian report. With this membership, you will be able to see everything that's on your credit report, your Equifax, your TransUnion, and your Experian. And I know you're thinking to yourself, this gotta be tons and tons of money. This has to be something that's gonna take me a long time to invest in. To become a member today is just $149 down. That's your first month. And then thereafter, it's $89 a month, no contract. I love this program because it has it has a referral system where you can refer 5 people and potentially get your services for free. Think about that. Imagine if you had that opportunity to do that. And I want you to know you're not the only one that needed help. Let's talk about a few stories. Let's talk about Miss Kiwi, Miss Kawana Walker. She enrolled into this program. She's a single mom, busy life, right? She was looking for a new place, but she got denied because of her credit. She was embarrassed. She enrolled on this program. She followed everything the program said. And before you know it, items got removed off her credit report and her score went up 24 points. But then also her rights was violated. So it initiated the consumer protection attorneys. Now, one of the things I love about this program is that comes with it. You don't have to invest anything extra. And if you really do some research to retain an attorney, it can be from 200 to 300 or more an hour. Imagine if Miss Kiwi, being a single mom, had to do that. The fact that this comes with the program is amazing. Not only is she right now in the middle of seeking damages for that, but she did not have to invest any additional income. And I love that, or money rather. Let's talk about Mr. Rob Farrell. He's a finance manager in the auto industry. I'm sure he's seen his fair share of individuals with troubled credit. His wife encouraged him to get on this program. He was a little reluctant, but before you know it, over 90 items got removed off his credit report. So not only did his score go up, he also opened up a credit line of over $10,000. And that goes back to what I was telling you earlier. You could be missing out on potentially so many opportunities, all because your credit is not in the right place. And the fact that he's 62 years of age shows you it doesn't matter your age. It doesn't matter where you are in your life. You can fix what you're ashamed of. I want to share with you, take advantage of this opportunity. Get back with the person that invited you and get enrolled now.